Our next guest is a four-time NFL Pro Bowler and Minnesota Vikings quarterback. Kirk Cousins is in the house. Last year, he won the prestigious Bart Starr Award for outstanding character and leadership on and off the field. And I'll tell you what, this man exemplifies that and so much more. Kirk, what's up, man? Good morning.
Good morning, Nate. Good morning, guys.
Appreciate you waking up. Oh, thank you for joining us. You said you watched the show a little bit?
Yes, absolutely. I watch the show a lot. I do a little neurofeedback brain training. And we use YouTube, and I was like, what am I watching on YouTube? There's almost too many choices, and I got into CBS Mornings, CBS Sunday Mornings, and now that's all I watch, so I grind on it.
You're watching CBS Mornings to train your brain for the NFL.
Yeah, and before games. I'll get up on a Sunday, we got a noon game, 7 a.m., I'll do this brain training, and I'm watching a 7-minute segment that, on the dish at some crazy restaurant in Alaska. So it's also fun because it takes my mind off the grind of football. They just kind of escape to something totally different.
All right.
We'll just say you're welcome.
Yeah, exactly.
No doubt.
Thank you.
Now let's take your mind back to football. This Sunday's game. What are you looking for out of this one?
Well, I think like all the last few Super Bowls, it's going to be a close one. It's back and forth. It's the two of the best teams in football all season long, really for the last several years. So it's a great matchup, and you feel the magnitude. You feel on every snap that play, that penalty, that catch, that drop could be the difference in winning a world championship or going home, watching the confetti for somebody else.
It does seem like in the Super Bowl, though, to your point, that every play matters. Sometimes they come out the gate and you can just tell they're going to score. You can just feel it through your TV screen.
Yeah.
You really do believe it's going to be a close game?
I do. I think that it's going to come down to the end, just like it did last year. It's probably a kick at the end. It's probably a 2-minute drill. It's probably, that critical third down conversion, fourth down conversion in that moment. And you feel that tension in warm-ups, as you watch the game. That who's going to be the star? Who's going to be the GOAT? Hopefully there isn't one, but there's the potential for that. And that anticipation is what makes this league and this game so exciting.
Let's talk about the quarterbacks, right? Because Patrick Mahomes, not his first Super Bowl by any stretch. Brock Purdy, his first Super Bowl, not yet 25 years old. He can't rent a car here in Vegas without a co-signer. All right? But he's running that offense. What does he need to do to get his head on straight to do what he knows he can do?
Well, if I was him in my second year, I would be pretty overwhelmed. But he has shown a cool under pressure for the last 2 years. He's played in many big games. I think the playoff games already leading up to the Super Bowl were high-pressure moments. I think he just needs to keep doing what he's been doing, trust his coaches, trust his teammates. He'll be ready. But I can't deny, when you're the Chiefs and you're looking at 2 rings already before you go play the game, it has to help you just be able to go play free and know that you're playing with house money.
Just psychologically.
And speaking of the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, he's a unique talent. And he has kind of separated himself from the guys that he came into the league with. What makes him so special?
Well, you certainly have the crazy ability, the arm angles, the off-schedule plays. But when I really look at it, at the end of the day, he makes good decisions with the football. He's a great teammate. He's a great leader. You can tell he's confident. He believes in himself, as he should be. And I think he does the things that all the other great quarterbacks do. But then when you add those unique abilities to create off-schedule, he becomes somebody that the league maybe has never really seen before.
You partner with Frito-Lay.
That's right.
They have a pop-up restaurant here.
They do, yes.
Tell us a little bit more about that.
So Frito-Lay has a chip strip here on the strip that they're having all week, and I'm partnering with Tostitos specifically because Tostitos, they kind of are synonymous with watching football. You bring the party, they kind of bring the chips watching football. So I'm going to their pop-up restaurant this week on the strip and just doing a few events with Frito-Lay and Tostitos.
Well, Kirk, since you know people, I just have to ask you this. My favorite Frito-Lay are the barbecue corn chips. They are very difficult to get. Now, you can get honey barbecue, but you just can't get plain barbecue. Is there anyone you could call on my behalf?
I will get back to you, Gayle. I'm a barbecue chip fan myself.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, so I know your pain. I'm always looking for great barbecue
very
chips.
Painful.
So we'll try to make that happen.
They are great.
I know some people.
Thank you, sir. Yes.
Do you have a prediction for Sunday? Who's going to come out on top? What's the score?
Okay, so the Chiefs have won 2 rings. So I'm happy for them, love them. I think they got a lot of great people on that staff and on that team. I was coached by Kyle Shanahan my first 2 years. He's the reason I was drafted, and he's believed in me my whole career. I got to pull for Kyle Shanahan. He doesn't have a ring yet. He deserves one. He's probably the best coach in football. I'm pulling hard for the Niners, so I'm going to say, these games have been high-scoring. Chiefs defense has been good. 28-27 Niners.
Okay.
That's probably more just going with my heart than with my head.
And let me say this, man. I appreciate you as an athlete, but even more as a man. When I talk to young guys, I point to you as an example of how to be a player, how to be a leader, but also how to be a family man.
How to be a
appreciate
father.
it.
You've
I don't
got
think
two
you hear it
young
enough,
sons.
man. Seriously.
Kirk, you've got 2 young sons, and you want to play long enough that they get to know exactly what Dad
That's
does.
the goal. As my career started going, I looked at my wife. I say, I got to play long enough that they can remember that I played. They're 6 and 4 right now. My 4-year-old's getting closer, but I got to go 2 or 3 more, which hopefully we can do.
We'll be there. Kirk,
Cheering you on.
thank you very much. Appreciate you getting up with us.
Yeah.
Absolutely.